Hello, welcome back to Lena, my name, Luna the Moon, Lena Luna's Tarot channel. And today we are reading for Glory. Glory wants to ask whether or not she will be able to find a job that genuinely satisfies her, and we will look into that. But before that, I would just like to say Happy New Year's, and I hope that 2021 will be a better year for us, for like every one of us. And if it's not New Year's yet where you are, then I hope that you are spending your last day of 2020 just being safe, being happy, social distanced, and everything. Just like, yeah, and say goodbye. Be ready to say goodbye to that. Anyways, that's about it. I will be disclaiming. So once again, I will disclaim that I am not a professional tarot reader, and I'm doing this as a hobby. So I hope that you guys can be nice and just take what resonates and leave the rest. Yeah, I do hope that you enjoy the reading and resonate with the reading. But after the reading, please communicate to me about what you think about the reading, and please consider to comment, like, and or subscribe, and share this channel with your friends. That's about it. Let's get into the reading. Okay. So your tarot card is the Two of Coins. So the meaning of the number 2 talks about relationship choices or decisions, and coins talks about the physical world, body, senses, and resources. And it totally makes sense because you're talking about a career path thing, and like a job. So like a coin card usually relates to things that's more materialistic, and it's a upright card, so I would think that so far we are getting a good vibe. And it's also an earth card, so it means that this situation deals with earthy elements, so like heavy, cold, and dry, or like it may involve people of the earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, but that these may not be relevant. Okay, okay, let's look into the visual element of this card. So this person is just like happily having like this infinity sign with 2 coins in it, and they're first off I'll talk about this. This person is like looking pretty joyful with, from the first glance, a like 2 coins. So you might think that, okay, 2 coins, they're not earning a lot. So it's possible that it's not necessarily a job where you earn a lot, but then it's enough for you to be this happy. It's something that you will be happy with, because look at that, like it's an infinity sign. So that can either mean that it's a lot of money, or I personally feel like the money, although it might not be a lot, but it's enough to satisfy you, and in return, because it's something that you're interested in, so it can bring you like immense happiness. So that's why there's an infinity, because it inspires you and everything. You're not just like mourning, like moaning about like, oh no, I have to get back to work again tomorrow, because you genuinely love that job. And there's like, of course there will be small obstacles, like there's wave, like, but it's kind of far away from you, and there's like, it kind of feels like not getting much of vibe from these small boats that's away from you. Maybe it can be like there might be things that you have to deal with in the future, but like it's kind of far in terms of sight, and so like from now I would just say that in terms of being able to be satisfied, I would say that yes, like, you look very happy with this job, although the income is not like, oh my god, I get so much, you know, because you love it. Okay, but let's get into the actual meaning of this card. Wait. Before that, I will also talk about, because like 2 also talks about like choices, decisions, and relationships. So like in this job, like maybe you also find the person of interest, and that like you guys might possibly collaborate, or you guys might work on the same goal, or like you guys can have a business together. So who knows, because it is a 2, and so that's just what jumps up. Okay, let's get into the divinatory meaning of this card. So 2 of coins. Sometimes we toss down the whimsical sea of life, hardly able to maintain our balance. This situation is unavoidably complex and requires careful juggling to make sure nothing drops through the cracks. There is a lot going on, but you are doing a good job of keeping your footing. Living in this heightened state can't go on indefinitely, though. Best case is that the external circumstances change so that you can relax. The advice is to maintain this state is exhausting and certainly not sustainable. Reprioritize as soon as you can, or the decisions about what to drop will be made for you. Okay, so let me think. So it's possible that although you found this job that you're really happy about, but since, as it says, like, because it says that, like, it's not sustainable, it's possible that although you found this job, but because of like how little the income is, you can't keep it for long, because you do have to think about yourself and your life and how you're gonna live. So you might be able to find it, but it's possible that you might not be able to do it for long or do it for a living, you know. So let's see what the advice is. Is to surrender to the divine. Of course it's this one. I've seen you a lot recently. So surrender to the, it's a full moon. It's a full moon card. Surrender to the divine. The meaning is that the very word climax brings all sort of ideas and images to mind. Agreed? But it really is the feeling of this card. I'm sorry, I sneezed. But it really is the feeling of this card. Life is coming to a head, a point, a conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change, and possibly even some sort of emotional explosion. Tune into your emotions now and see what they're telling you. They're very likely close to the surface, no matter when in the moon cycle you pulled this card. Matters will soon conclude, and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. The odds are in your favor, as this is a positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep cool as events unfold. The tune to the moon is that I'm getting the answer I need. Additional meaning for this card is that a wish you made may be about to come true. It's a make or break time. There could be a sense of madness in the air. Breathe deep and stay calm. You may need to forgive someone to release negative energy, and it's time to let go of the past and move on. The teaching is that the full moon marks the climax of the lunar cycle, making this card something of a power card. The full moon is often the time when answers are given to questions asked during the new moon, and pulling this card at any time in the lunar cycle suggests answers will be coming your way before long. So I'll just say that from what I'm getting from these cards, the visual elements, and the definitory meaning and things like that, you will find a job that satisfies you, but it's possible that it may not be able to cover all your living expenses, or like that might not be able to satisfy like your living needs. But then the divine is saying that like the moon is saying that it's okay, surrender to the divine, of course, like balance the mundane and the cosmic. But then kind of zoned out a bit, like surrender to the mundane and the cosmic. But then the thing is, if you work hard enough, you will be able to turn this or further this into something that you can really focus on. But you just need to work harder, because this is a positive card. It's talking about a positive outcome. But I'm going to talk about how this is only from how the situation is right now. So things can possibly change because life is ever changing. But from how things are right now, this is your answer. I hope that resonates. I hope that makes sense. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to be able to read for you again in the future. Thank you. Please consider to like, comment, and or subscribe, and share this channel with your friends if you like to do that. Thank you. Bye-bye.